find the strength of that thing, and then we can tell that you should do this or not. I mean, everybody can do anything, any kind of business in the life, no matter of what. Even if you are a doctor, you can still play a role of an actor in the Bollywood or Hollywood. But the thing is, what really your stars tell you to do, what you should be doing. Okay, so don't get confused if you find somebody in the chart that this person is supposed to be an actor and he's doing something else. You are not wrong. The stars are telling it what he is supposed to do. If he is doing something else, that could be his lack of decision making, or he is on the wrong side of the decision, or there is a dasha which is dragging that person into a wrong line, and when the right dasha will come, he'll switch back to the real thing which he should be doing. Right. So I move to the sixth house. Sixth house is the house of enemies, shatru, diseases. This is a bad house. How your enemies trouble you, what kind of obstacles comes into your way, your hidden enemies, your everyday life job, what you do every day when you go out of your home to do your everyday work, what kind of people you deal with, what kind of things come in your way, your competition, your honor or dishonor is seen from this house. Loans, debts are seen from this house. Okay, so this house is basically a very hard house and tells you the truth of your everyday life, that how this person will be dealing in everyday life with the people, and how strong is the person's enemies are they really gonna hurt him or no, or if yes, then when. Okay, move on to the seventh house. Seventh house is the house of partnership. You're doing a business, you see the partnership from this house. You're doing, you're going for a foreign travel, you see this house. You're getting married, you see this house. Spouse. Okay, this is also death house. Your death is also seen from this house. Your urinary system, urinary tract, everything in the body like this, from the down from your navel part, is the seventh house. So seventh house is also very important because this is a significator of your wife, your husband, or your partners in the business. Okay, the more houses are strong is, the more partnership will be strong. The good planets are looking at it, the more healthy the relation will be. Move on to the eighth house. Eighth house is also called the longevity house. How long will you live, and what kind of health you will have during that life. That is not just this house. We consider different houses and combine the results to tell that what will be your health. But the basic idea of that, how long you're gonna live, medium life, long life, short life, is considered from the eighth house. This house considers tells about the misfortune of the person in the life, your sins, your hidden enemies also. I told you hidden enemies here too, but here also. The here hidden enemies are those which you even cannot see. And in this house, those hidden enemies which you see every day but you don't know, they are your enemies. Right. And this house tells you if you have any chronic disease. Okay. This house is deep, depth knowledge, the research work, those things which go underground. Like if somebody runs a gas station or he has a bunch of gas stations, so he will having a strong connection of eighth house, because eighth house is under the ground, patal, under the ground. So whatever thing is which is taken out from under the earth is seen from the eighth house. And in the gas station job, in the gas station business, basically, the eighth house is very, very important, and it has a very strong connection with the profession house, because in this case we will see that the person is taking out something from under the ground that is called oil, and he's selling that thing. So that will be the profession of him. So this is very, very important in case of anything which deals with the underground mining, coal mining, diamond things. If somebody is an astrologer, also seen from this house, because 8th house is a house of in-depth knowledge, research work, and usually good astrologers have a placement of 8th house because they have to drill down deep into the knowledge and take out the good knowledge out of it, and it starts spreading out. That's why this house is considered. Occult sciences, black magic, all those things, 8th house. So this is very, very interesting 8th houses, and people are usually scared of this house, but don't get scared. Okay, and move down to 9th house. 9th house is called the Dharmasthan, house of your religion, your higher studies. Also note down the point of the 5th houses. Just write and go back and write down the in the 5th house section that 5th house is your studies also. This is a basic study. 4th house, your school study, your college study, and this is higher study. Higher study means PhD, or you can say is masters. You see from this house. Your dharma see from this house. Your good luck is seen from this house. How strong is your luck? We see from this house, 9th house. Okay. This house is your spirituality. Okay. And if this house is not strong enough, then you have problems in completing your tasks in the life. Like, you are very good in studies, but when you go to apply a job, it denies. You are very good at studies. When you go to write down an exam, you forget everything. Still the result doesn't come good. Why? Because your luck is not strong. Okay. But don't stick to only one conclusion that if this house is weak, luck is not going to work. You got to look into ascendant. You got to look into all other combinations also that might be helping. Move to the 10th house. 10th house is that most important because 10th house is called the house of profession. And in this house, you look what kind of job you're doing. What will be your job? You will have an authority or no? It is also called as Karmsthan, Rajasthan. Okay. Pitr Sukh. Your father is seen from this house. 10th house. Your higher post. How you earn. What is the way of your earning is seen from this house. Okay. All those political issues you see from 10th house. So basically your living of your life is all moving around this house, 10th house. So keep in mind that 10th house is very important when you look into somebody's career, to somebody's job. If you're looking into somebody that what kind of business he or she should do, you should look into the strength of this house also and the Lord of this house. Now move on to the 11th house. 11th house is the house of gains, your wealth. That when you work a lot, when you work from here, you earn. That earning is shown here in this house, 11th house. You work here, you get gains in this house. So if this house is weaker, you have less gains. If this house is strong, you have more gains. Simple. And then this house is also considered as your hopes, your desires. Okay, your what do we say? Aishwarya, and how you enjoy your life. Contractorship, your elder brother. So this house is very also important from a business point of view. If you have desires, then you do something. Okay. Move on to the next house. That is the 12th house. House of let me use the right word for it. That house of expenses. Vyasthan. What you expend, what you spend every day, spend in your life, or usually what you spend is seen from the 12th house. Okay, 12th house is also called house of moksha. When somebody dies, goes to heaven and then get moksha. Okay, so never born again. So are you getting a moksha or not is seen from this house, 12th house. What are your losses is seen from 12th house. Okay, your secret work, police problems, government punishment, okay, any kind of uh, issues related to the government, problematic issues is seen from the 12th house. Okay, your bed pleasure is seen from this house. Once you get married, that how you enjoy in your bed with your spouse is seen from this house. If this house is damaged, that means the person is not happy in the married life. You can easily tell. So these are the 12 houses, and those all I told you a grasp of those, that what they represent. This is not just what I told you about the houses. There's a lot more. Okay, because I can't make a big video, very big video in one time. So I just gave you a basic idea of the significations of each houses, what they represent, so that you can start looking into a birth chart, and then you can figure out that this house represents this and that. Okay, just to make your interest. And the next time we will be drilling more into the houses, like lagna. I'll again catch up the lagna, and I tell you more in-depth knowledge about it, that what we see when the Rashi changes here, when the Rashi change here, here in different houses. So we'll start turning the horoscope into 360 degrees one by one. So this way you will know exactly that if there is number 1 Rashi here, then what will be the person. If this is number 2